So, funny story, I don't really have a video idea for a Wednesday, and I'm hoping that by Wednesday a video idea for Friday comes along, or I'll vlog, you know, like something like that. So I figured, I bought all this makeup the other day, like, as I'm filming this is a Friday, so yesterday I bought like all this makeup that I wanted to try. Well, I wore some of it yesterday, just like to test it out. But I have all this new makeup that I really want to use, and I just got my hair done, so I gotta take some bomb pictures to, you know, like, hold on to when I'm not looking the greatest. So I figure, let's kill two birds with one stone and just do a get ready with me, you know? Like, I'm already doing it, so I might as well continue. So, Jeffree Star, I don't know if any of you watch Jeffree Star. I have a whole, like, spiel about him in a second. But he did a review with this one, with this L'Oreal Perfecting Base, and then another one. And when he rubbed it on his face, it was so smooth. But, like, when I rub it on my face, it feels like it's just rough. Like, it's very difficult to get into my skin. And, like, yesterday I tried it, and it was right after I put on moisturizer, and I read that you're supposed to let the moisturizer like sink into your skin before putting it on, but this time, like, there's no moisturizer or anything, and it was just kind of tough to like work into my skin. I don't know, like, if any of you tried that product and like had that same problem, yes, no, maybe? Yeah, okay, so let's talk about like Jeffree and like Manny and like them. So either I'm dumb and I've missed like this whole like let's rally and hate Jeffree and Manny thing, or people are just hating people for stupid reasons these days. Like, and I'm gonna go with the second one because I feel like that's more realistic than like they did something terrible, you know? Like, okay, I get that Jeffree Star said like racist remarks in his past. Guess what? When I was like in 3rd grade, I thought that there were only like 2 races. I thought you were either white or black, so Mexicans were classified as black people to me. Does that make me racist that I don't acknowledge their race? No, but I saw the video and I saw like what Jeffree said and stuff, but that doesn't, it's nothing that would like make me like not want to watch him, you know, because he's not saying it now. And you can't say, first of all, you can't say that because he said it then, he obviously means it now, because a lot of you are defending Trump for saying that he'd grab a woman by her genitals, and you're like, oh no, he just said it then, he doesn't mean it now. So if that's your logic, apply it to Jeffree Star and sit down and shut up. First, when Jeffree did the 1,000 degree knife thing, and he's cutting through like certain products, right? And he cuts through his Chanel bag. So, I mean, here's the thing. If I had enough money to buy a Chanel bag, like, and that was the only thing I bought, like say I only owned 1 Chanel bag, then no, I wouldn't cut through it. But Jeffree has like a lot of money, so he can afford to cut through a Chanel bag. And once it's in his possession, it doesn't matter what he does with it, you know? Like, nobody can sit there and be like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. Like, you didn't buy it for him. If you bought it and he cut through it, then that's disrespectful, but why? If it doesn't pertain to you, like, just, like, sit down. Anyway, so the first, besides the primer, this is, like, one of the first new things I bought. It's the 24-hour Revlon Color Stay for combination oily skin. It smells like sunscreen. It's a foundation. That beauty blender was really wet. Let's just focus on this for a second. I have money to buy another blender, but I'd rather let this one fall apart. Like, it has a nice little pocket for you to just squeeze it into. Like, that's so much better. And this one doesn't make me look orange. Like, for everybody that's been watching my videos and is like, wow, why do you look so orange? This one oxidizes a little bit, but not as much as the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible blah blah blah. You know, like, look at that. Like, that's, it blends so well into my skin. The only thing I don't like, and I give up. I'm not sure if it's because I haven't been using the Professional, is because I feel like it sits, like the foundation kind of sinks into my pores. It has a very interesting smell. It kind of smells like a doctor's office. I also got this Maybelline Master Conceal, and I mean, first of all, it says medium to deep, and I don't know what deep you've ever seen, but that's not that. So I can only use it for highlighting, which kind of stresses me out. Because, like, I wanted to buy a concealer to conceal, like, all my life problems, you know? Just, like, all of my life problems. Ooh, you want to talk about my hair? Okay. Nobody can really say no, because if you don't want to talk about my hair, then you can skip through this part of the video. But, so, let's have a nice little, like, hair 101 story. I wore my hair like natural up until halfway through 5th grade, and then my mom let me comb it myself, and it started like napping up, and it was all bad. So I was like low-key bald, right? So then in high school, I wore like a 3/4 wig. I don't think I've ever talked about this on my channel, but I feel like I should talk about it now because I have a story time plan that requires like this background information. But so I wore like a 3/4 wig, and like one day a girl got mad at me and like snatched it off my head because I didn't invite her to my birthday party. Don't worry, that story time's coming soon. But at that time, like, I was like, there wasn't that much hair on my head. Like, I think it came to like here, maybe. Like, I couldn't even pull it in a ponytail. So it was like really embarrassing because like all of these other girls had like hair, and it's because their mom probably combed their hair until they were like 15. But me, my mom was like, go ahead, try it. You want to do it so bad, do it. So then, senior year, like literally just senior year. So this is like October of 2014, and we're in 2017 right now. So within 3 years, I've like worn like weaves that are sewn in, and my hair has grown to like here. Like my natural hair is to like here. I went to the store, put eyeshadow primer on my list, right? Okay, put it on my list. Picked up the NYX one, then saw that Maybelline had one for $1 cheaper. But the Maybelline one had like some sparkles in it. And I was like, nah bruh, I can't have sparkling eyelids like unless I want to. You know, like what if I'm going for an all matte look one day? So then I put it back. And then I looked in my basket and was like, why is the NYX one in here? I'm getting the Maybelline one. And left the store without either one of them. I've seen people do smoky eyes like different ways, you know? Like I've seen people put the dark color on first and then blend their way, like, and then blend like the lighter colors on too. But I always thought that you weren't supposed to do that. Like I always thought that like that was a no-no. Like because once you put the dark color down, like it's there. You know, like that's what I thought. Like once the dark color is on your lid, like it's not moving and it's kind of hard to get rid of. So I thought you always do this second. Like that's what it looks like to me. It needs glitter. Everything always needs some form of glitter. Red is such an interesting color, you know? Like, why don't people feel the way about red that they do about, you know, blue eyeshadow? Like, why do people only feel like, oh my god, she's wearing blue eyeshadow? Like, why don't they do that about red? Like, oh my god, she's wearing red eyeshadow. And why is wearing blue eyeshadow such a bad thing? I bought purple eyeshadow today on ColourPop. Because this is how ColourPop got me to spend $20. So I got ready to check out. I got like the all-nighter, like 4-pack of shadows, the eyeshadows, right? And I was going to check out, and they're like, special going on. If you spend $20 on pressed shadows, then you get a free empty palette. And I'm like, oh, but that would be nice to like keep my shadows in that palette instead, and like not buy like the little mini ones. I could like actually have a palette that like I could put my own shadows in that I made myself. So I ended up doing that. The inaugurations this week. And no, I'm not watching. I just thought everybody should know that I will not be watching the inauguration. I refuse to, because a lot of people spent 8 years saying whatever was on their mind about Obama. So the old people want things to be the way they were when they were like teenagers, right? But we're the teens and we like the world the way it is. Like, I like the fact that gay people can get married. I like the fact that there's not just like one gender. You know, like, it's not like you're a boy or a girl. You're a trans boy, you're a trans girl, you're, I don't know, like, you're in between, you know, that's great. Or like sexualities, you know, like, you're straight, you're gay, you're bi, you're asexual, you're questioning, you know, like, things like that. Like, that makes me happy. But for people to, like, think that things are only supposed to be done one way, like, you know, like, there are certain things that are done one way. Like, you have to drive a certain way to pass your exam, like, at the DMV. Like, that you can't negotiate on. You can't be like, well, I identify as stubborn, so I'm going to drive down this freeway on the wrong side of the road. Like, obviously you can't do that. Like, that's stupid. But just, like, people want to keep certain things a certain way, and it's, like, dumb. Like, people that are arguing abortion and, like, Planned Parenthood. And I just feel like, here's the thing. I've seen enough TV shows. I've watched American Horror Story. I've seen everything. You know, read books. If you make something illegal, people are going to do it anyways. You know? Like, especially Americans. Here's the thing. You say no, and we're like, okay, so yes. Like, if you say that, like, you're defunding Planned Parenthood because you don't want people to have abortions, then I think you should be doing the opposite, you know? Like, you should be allowing people, like, if you don't want people to, like, have babies and overpopulate or whatever, then you should supply resources for people to not get a baby in their tummy, you know? Like, and yeah, accidents happen and some people aren't well equipped to have a child, so I feel like there should always be that option of, like, I don't want to have this child right now because a Cheeto is our president. Let me not do that. Like, and who cares? Like who honestly cares if Sally gets rid of her baby? Like, it's not your baby. You didn't make the baby. You aren't Sally. Like, you're not in control of Sally's body. You're not Sally's womb. So I don't really understand, like, why people are making such a big deal out of this, you know? Like, the world is not going to burst in flames if somebody gets an abortion. You know, obviously it didn't burst in flames when we elected the devil as president. So I'm not understanding why. So this is my finished look. Thanks for getting ready with me and watching me get knots out of my hair right now. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel and be looking out for when I change my upload times. I have to look at my schedule and figure it out. But a change will be coming. I just haven't figured out what the most effective change is. I just chose Wednesday and Friday because I like those days. And it leaves time for Thursday, because only on Thursday. But I'm going to go clean up my room and start packing because I haven't packed yet. I will see you guys on Friday. Bye.